Hi there, it's Rich here. Thank you so much for subscribing to Coffee with Rich and for just taking the time to be with me. This week's a little bit different. I'm very excited because I'm launching my new recording called Climbing the 5-2 Mountain. And before I tell you about that, if you do know anyone, it may be that on the weight loss front you are absolutely fine, but if you do know anyone else who needs to lose weight, maybe struggled a little bit over the years, do please send them the link that you're getting in this email here. Do please, feel free to share it on Facebook or Twitter, because I'm really committed to helping people in this area. And I'm going to tell you now why I'm so passionate about it, because this is what I use to lose weight myself. So let me just take a couple of minutes. This week, really I kind of figured it might be nice just to have a little video, just to say hello, just so we can get to know each other a little bit better. You can see what I look like. And some of you are friends of mine from courses over the years. We've studied hypnotherapy, we've studied NLP, we've studied coaching together. Some of you I've worked with. I may even have worked for you at some point over the years. Some of you are my clients, some of you are my past clients, some of my current clients, and some of you are sitting on the fence, and maybe it's time to just get off the fence. But some of you know me pretty well, some of you don't. But I've been doing hypnotherapy now for certainly since 2000. I've been immersed in the world of personal development, hypnotherapy, NLP, persuasion, influence, coaching, and one of the areas that I've really struggled with myself has been weight loss. About 6 years ago, probably a bit more actually, I was diagnosed with an overactive thyroid gland. Within certainly 9 months, I forget exactly what it was, but about 9 months later I'd put on 25% more body weight. I'd gone from 12 stone up to 15 stone. I got put on all manner of drugs. I was told not to exercise. And it was really frustrating. It was quite depressing actually, especially if you are known as someone who is an expert in confidence, self-esteem, motivation, weight loss. I have many clients. I've been working with them over the years very successfully. All of a sudden in a few months, because of a small hormonal change and a bunch of drugs that doctors prescribe you, all this weight comes on. And any of you who've gone from, or any of you know anyone who's been in that situation where something's happened in their life and a bunch of weight's gone on, it's a very frustrating place to be. It knocks your self-esteem a bit. Let's be honest. You can't fit into any of your clothes, so practically it's a bit of a pain. And just trying to actually do anything physical is really difficult. Fast forward, till about a year ago, and I stumbled across something that I just knew was going to work. I just knew this works. And I've been working with that over the past year. I've successfully managed to lose that weight. Now finally I keep it off. I can pretty much eat what I want. It got to the point where it was so easy that I decided, well look, I've lost all this weight again. I want to do something challenging. And a couple of weeks ago I managed to do the Cardiff Half Marathon. I managed to run that in just a little over 2 hours. With pretty minimal amount of training, minimal amount of preparation, but the weight had come off. I could finally move my body again, and I just wanted to take that new confidence and that new surge of energy and take that forward. As a result, over the last almost 9 months now, I've been working on a hypnotherapy recording, and I have put in so many hours to this. This is an absolute labour of love. This runs through and shows you all the things that I've done and integrates the kind of things that you need, the mindset that you need to shift to be able to do this and lose weight. And the particular approach I take, you can find out about in the link beneath this video. It'll tell you about it on the webpage there, but it's very powerful. It's very easy to do. It's not about dieting in the traditional sense. It's a simple shift that you can make in terms of your mindset, a simple behavioural change that you make. And the benefit of doing that is that the weight comes off and it stays off. This really is, just something that was just amazing for me to stumble across. I knew it would work. It goes by many names. Some people call it the fast diet, some people call it the 5-2 diet, some people call it intermittent fasting. But there were a few challenges with the way that, and this is huge at the moment, by the way. I mean, this is the thing, people are doing worldwide. But there are a few challenges with the way that people can actually make this work for them. I mean, if you've got to introduce a couple of days a week when you essentially fast, which means you're not eating, how on earth do you get going there? How on earth do you sustain that? What happens if hunger pangs come up? Do you feel any fear even at the thought of trying to go that length of time without food? And how can you sustain the motivation over time? How can you build up a belief that you can do it? What I did using my extensive background in Ericksonian hypnotherapy, metaphor, linguistics, hypnosis, and a lot of the modern studies that are coming out about visualization, which show that actually the traditional way that we were taught to do it doesn't actually work. If you visualize yourself having achieved something, by the way, that's less likely to make you achieve. If you visualize the obstacles that are in the way and see yourself dealing with those, anticipating them, overcoming them, that's proven to be much more effective. These much more were built into this recording. I've developed a recording that is story based. It's not one of those ones that says close your eyes, you will be losing weight. It's based on very powerful stories that you can use, that you can listen to, that will help you establish the right habits and the right mindset to lose weight. I've even made it pretty generative, so even if you don't necessarily want to do fasting, you can still adopt the belief, the mindset, the confidence, the self-esteem to do it. And I promise you, this is fun. This is just such a wonderful recording. I used to review products for the top selling companies in the world. For three of the best, the biggest companies that provide tapes, CDs, audios, DVDs worldwide. I have just tried hundreds and hundreds of hypnotherapy recordings over the years. I'm pretty selective and pretty fussy about what I will listen to, and there's probably only a couple of things over the years that have really stood out, and this is the cream of the cream. I absolutely love this, and I commend it to you. So that's a little, I just wanted to give you a little kind of video this week just to tell you where I'm at. It's being launched now. You're being the first people in the world to actually find out about this, to actually go and read about it. I would like to just ask one thing from you. If you know anyone, because I think that's what I've obviously been doing this week, and so that's kind of coffee for this week. But now that we've done that, and by the way, thank you so much for being a subscriber. One of the reasons I work really hard each week to write something and get it out to you, or to just do a video this week, because I'm still just finishing the final part of the sales letter, as you do, so that you've got something that has all the right information in there, and I'm making sure that all the links and stuff work when people go there, so they've got everything that they need. I'm doing this video for you now, but I really, really appreciate you taking the time to stay in touch and to read what I'm doing, and that's why I just seek to provide you with useful stuff each week, the stuff that people ask me about, the stuff that I read about, that in my research and in the journals and stuff that I'm reading that I come across. I think that's pretty neat. I think people can really benefit about that. So thank you so much. Now that we've done the coffee, if there is anyone, by the way, who who you think might benefit from either reading coffee each week, please just tell them to go to the website richardhaggerty.co.uk. Right hand side, they can click on the video link there, and they can get the information. But do let them know on Facebook. If there's someone on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or any of these things, just send people or email your friend a little link to the website, because I'm starting to tell my story there. And it may just be of interest, and it might just strike a chord. I am 100% certain that anyone who is, otherwise reasonably good sort of health, who is committed to lose weight, who wants to lose weight, and who would be prepared to put on a pair of headphones 3 days a week. Step 1, lie back in bed. Step 2, put on some headphones. Step 3, press play, and do that, will get significant benefit. Really, most of my business is from word of mouth. It's from people who actually, talk to other people. They talk to their friends. They talk to their colleagues. Thank you so much again for listening. Like I said, I wanted to do a little video this week because I'm jazzed about this. I'm excited. I think, now is the right time. And over the next few months, there are going to be a range of products that will build upon this, that will provide extra tools and resources. But the most important one really to get going is to have the recording that will change your mindset, will allow you to become more confident, more certain, overcome any of those obstacles that are there, even if you failed before, and to just surge through and lose weight. I'm not saying you might necessarily sort of end up at the place where you're just full of energy and you're excited and you want to go do half marathons and do all that kind of stuff and just feel happier inside yourself. But I do know that being able to lose weight and keep weight off is really, really important. It's really important for you, it's really important for me. It's important in terms of our health, and it's just one of those areas that when you get that handled, it is just a huge relief. So thank you, have a fantastic week, thank you ever so much for your time, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.